Call Sir William Seal.
Mr. Chairman, look, earlier today during question time, I suspect that general public who would have observed our question time would have noted the way that Andrew Little questioned the Prime Minister over the housing issue. They would have noticed the stark difference between style and manner towards this particular issue. Andrew probing, Andrew showing that he cares and taking this issue very seriously. On the other hand, when you look at the Prime Minister, he didn't take this issue seriously. He evaded as he always did. He doesn't take this issue seriously. He shows he doesn't care. In fact, he continues the blame game. And today we heard him blame local government for the failure to erect more houses. And I'd say, sir, that is a reflection of how he and his government continue to behave and treat this issue, the crisis that we currently have. And I'd say, sir, it's also a reflection of the arrogance that he continues to display and not care about ordinary working New Zealanders who are struggling to make ends meet and who are nervous about their future and nervous about how they house their family. And we've seen lately, sir, how this government's arrogance and out-of-touch attitude is reflected by the polls. My colleague from the New Zealand First here said that this government does not have a comprehensive plan. This government uses those words, a comprehensive plan for housing, when in reality nobody in New Zealand believes that. And if they did have a plan, sir, I suspect these are the elements of that particular plan. Emergency housing grants that only cover 7 days when it takes them 155 days to house the homeless. That's one factor. Or funding for new emergency housing places, which turn out to be largely existing places. Or paying the homeless $5,000 to get out of Auckland. Or special housing areas which have only built 1,000 houses. Or cutting building tariffs, which led to prices going up. Or surplus Crown land policy, which promised 500 hectares and delivered only 13. So those are the elements of what they are calling their comprehensive plan, which has amounted to zilch insofar as the general public who are struggling with housing is today. And this is one of the reasons, sir, why you've got community workers up and down this country who are demanding results from this government, who are voicing their opposition in the media, and who are organising and supporting community protests up and down the length of this country because of their desire to impress upon this government that their lack of action, that their use of these sound bites of the comprehensive plan isn't reflected at all in the quality of standard or lack of quality standard living that the general public are receiving. So why would people who would not normally protest, during the cold winter in the park-ups for home? Why would they protest in Māngere? Why would they protest in Otara? Why would they protest here in the capital, Wellington? Why would they be supported by very high-profile sports people like David Tua, who see for themselves, sir, who see in their own eyes just how hard things are for many ordinary families, and particularly families with children. So the most damning report issued by the Department of Statistics, which reflect the lack of interest, the lack of care by this government, is the report on net worth that we saw prior to the recess. 144,000 net worth for Pākehā family, 33,000 net worth for Asian family, 23,000 net worth for Māori family, and 12,000 net worth for Pacifica family. That is reflected in what we see on the streets when we have 42,000 people who are classified by their own government department who are in homeless situation. So when a family is forced to live in a car with children, those children are not in a position to fully reach their full potential. A child who is living in a car does not have space to properly rest, does not have space to learn and to do their homework, is not going to be able to receive to reach your full potential in school. And so, sir, the point is, this government has got it wrong.
I call Materia Ture.
Thank you.